This is gonna be the simplest yet tastiest macaroni and cheese, mac and cheese, whatever you want to call it. And this is based on my mom's recipe, yeah? Water boiling, no salt. No, we don't need that salt in there. Mommy never salted the water. And the macaroni we're using is the Caribbean style thick. Notice how big and thick that is. I'm gonna use a pound. If you cannot source this fat macaroni, I think in most Italian, I think this is Bucanti. I could be wrong, I stand to be corrected, but this is the sort of macaroni that I grew up on. If you can't source this, first of all, try the online stores, try your local West Indian store, they will all have it there. Or if you wanted, you can also try caribshopper.com. I know the guys there, yo, good service, and they have quality products. You can try there. But if you cannot, well, you can use elbow macaroni, or if I didn't have this Trinbagonian style macaroni, I would use shells. Just gonna hit that a stir, and I'm gonna use the rest of the package that's gonna go in there. In total, just under 1 pound of macaroni. And let's face facts, ladies and gentlemen. Your granny, your mommy, your auntie, your nanny, none of them. Aji never made a bechamel sauce. All it was 4 ingredients: macaroni, a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of evaporated milk, and of course the cheese. And today we are doing an old white cheddar, and that is one of the reasons why I didn't add any salt in here, is because that cheddar, that old cheddar, is going to have a sort of a sodium element to it. But if you wanted to salt the water, by all means salt that water. I'm just going to allow that to cook. Now, I do not like al dente pasta. I like it beyond al dente. I don't like any grit on my teeth. If al dente is your thing, you rock that. I didn't grow up eating pasta al dente, and I am not the biggest fan of pasta, to be honest with you. There are 3 ways. Well, when I make my own meat sauce at home, I eat pasta. I like linguine. I like a little bit of lasagna. Mac and cheese, excuse me, the way mommy would make it. Her macaroni pie. Now, don't sleep on the macaroni pie from Barbados. You see Barbados? Bajans! All are solid. All they know what it is to make a good macaroni pie, boy. And the odd time, I will eat spaghetti. What I will recommend is that you cook the pasta according to the directions on the package. Then you're going to drain it. You're going to turn the stove off, but you're going to bring the pot right back onto the same heat source, because we want that residual heat in the pot. Do not rinse it with cold water or anything. Just drain it and bring it back right here, because since we're not creating that bechamel, that's, yeah, it's not native to the Caribbean. We never made bechamel. Maybe now people making bechamel because they're watching Food Network and all kind of thing like that. Or maybe your mommy went to culinary school. We're going to use that residual heat to melt the cheese. And I'll show you. I have here 1/3 of a pound of grated white cheddar. That is a lovely British cheddar that I have here. It is really sharp, but the whole idea is a nice white mac and cheese. And I'll show you guys at the end the reason for making this white mac and cheese. My perfect combo. And I'll show you at the end. But anyhow, we need that residual heat is basically what I'm saying. It's all drained now. It's time for some fresh ground black pepper in there. A bit of that evaporated milk, mayonnaise. And of course, we gotta add that white cheddar cheese in there. Just gonna add all of it. Boom, bam, look at that. All done. Yo, that's pretty much it, you know. And then it's just a matter of giving that a complete mix. Now, as the title suggests, this is a white cheddar mac and cheese. And by the way, you can add as much cheese as you want, yeah? The odd time when I stray from mommy's way of making this mac and cheese, the one cheese I like adding in here for a bit of heat, for a bit of kick, for a bit of liveliness is some jalapeno Gouda. The Gouda and the white cheese just goes together really nice, man. But Polly will be eating this So I ain't trying to encourage the boy to burn up him out and thing like that with that spicy cheese. But that is it. Now, here's the thing. If salt is your thing, taste it at this point. Add some salt. If you wanted to add salt when you were boiling the pasta, do that. Other ways you can personalize this is by adding some finely diced onion in there, some scallion. And this is done, yeah? This is done. Like I said, very simple, very quick, but I assure you, this is insanely tasty. Add as much cheese as you like. If you want more cheese in there, by all means, rock more cheese in there. Sup, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me. Email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pod. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie. Chrissy at CaribbeanPod.com. Always a pleasure having you guys in the kitchen with me. I added a tiny bit more cheese to the festivities here. Always a pleasure having you guys in the kitchen with me. My mom's simple yet tasty white mac and cheese. She would use cheddar. She would use like the orange color cheddar, which typically would be from New Zealand or something like that. Now, if you wanted to skip the mayonnaise and add butter, yeah, rock that butter in there. It's totally up to you. Always a pleasure, like I said, having you all in the kitchen with me. So, what am I having with this? Stewed chicken. That's stewed chicken gravy. If you have stewed pork, stewed beef, any sort of Caribbean style stewed meat, gravy with this bad boy is proper things. Yeah, so I have some leftover stewed chicken from last night. I'm going and tuck in. Zaya going and tuck in. Everybody else going and tuck in. Whoever wants some. Irie.